Some Powell, and this is the fastest 15 minutes on social media and on the internet. I ask you to please subscribe, hit like, and hit share. Share it with your friends, and please, so I can kind of grow my page. Anyway, I want to continue to talk about this Jay-Z thing, and I made a video about it yesterday, and I know that people are really talking about it on the internet today. And the thing about it is that I mean, I'm uncompromising. People have been like coming at me like, oh, well, now Jay-Z has a place at the table and this, that, and the other thing. The only way that Jay-Z has a place at the table is if they make him an owner or make him the head of an ownership group. That is the only way that this deal makes any sense to me at all. Because like I said before, we have pretty much 70 to 80% of the league is African American, black, descendants of Africans, whatever you want to call us, whatever name they're calling us by this week. All right. And the bottom line is we don't have any ownership. And this is the largest conglomerate in the world. The NFL is huge, y'all. It's $1 trillion business. The NFL is huge, and we have no stake in it at all. I mean, none. Zero, zip, zilch. The only thing that we're able to do is to provide the halftime entertainment. That's what we about, and provide the players, and that's all we're about. But everything else, all the other financial aspects of it, we don't get it. We don't get any of it. We get none. All right. And then a guy like Jay-Z comes along. We know Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed as well. He basically sold those brothers out. And I told you yesterday, like, I'm not real happy with Colin Kaepernick either. But the thing about it was he should have never settled. He should have took that collusion case to court and taken the NFL to court. Because the only way that they're ever going to change is if you hit them in the pocketbook. But if you accept their money and then, because what does this deal do? What does it actually do? What it does is it basically gives Jay-Z the right to produce the halftime shows of the Super Bowl and other big games. Okay, so why? Why would you team up with the NFL? And you saw, look, you had people like Cardi B and Rihanna who are like, mega stars, and they were like, we not gonna be down with you. And then all of a sudden, here Jay-Z comes around, and then his epitaph is, oh, well, we at some point we had to turn around and we done kneeling. We not done kneeling. Police brutality still exists in the United States of America. If he cared about police brutality, then take some of your $1 billion and make some programs, some social programs, and take some actions that are going to stop the police brutality. Let's be real, y'all. That's what it's really all about. That's why Colin Kaepernick kneeled. He kneeled in the first place because of what? Because of police brutality. All of these young black men and women being killed, beaten, everything else. And we still seeing it. It's still going on. And nobody is saying nothing. If he wants to do something, if he really wants to do something, what he needs to do is he should have made it up so that there's a commission. He should have had them do all of that before he signed the deal. Oh, well, now he ain't got no seat at the table now because he already cast his cards. His cards are already exposed. They already know what's up, And so what? So now he produces the halftime shows for his company Rock Nation, and then what goes on with the rest of the country with African American people? We still gonna get brutalized. And they're still going to get our money because just like I knew would happen, because he's got fans. So now all his fans is just like, Beyonce. I mean, this is a man who has no integrity. Jay-Z has no integrity. He has none. He has no integrity. I mean, this is a man who puts his wife out, who pimps his wife out on the internet. We seen them pictures of you laying in bed with Beyonce with her ass out and all of that. What's the difference? So now you just gonna sell us all out. That's what I'm saying. He's a coon. He's a sellout. I ain't got no love for the man. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel about it. Because there are certain things that money is not worth the money. It's just not. I mean, what's your benefit? What's your benefit of selling Brother Kaepernick out and Brother Reed out and all the other brothers that are out here trying to make a difference, and y'all just sold them out? Because basically, you know what this says? This says that, look, we made an example out of this Negro, and now we got the acceptance of the other Negroes that we could just do whatever we want. You remember the comments that Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, made, and the comments that even President Trump made, after this went on. And then, like I said in the other video, they tried to spin it a different way, like they were being unpatriotic, or there was something that was inherently evil about what they did. There's nothing in. They're not racist. They called them racist. And it's like, how is the person that's being oppressed and being, and the main thing that Cap was trying to say was, look, why should I stand up for a flag that don't stand up for me? Why should we stand up for a country? Why should we support an NFL that don't support us? I mean, look, like I said, 80% of the players, and then we watching them on TV, and they got Fox, NFL on Fox, got a $750 billion contract. And y'all talk, and they sitting up there, well, Jay-Z, a billionaire, sitting at the table. He not sitting at the table. Jay-Z is the performer. He's the entertainment, just like it always is. Okay, so what? He got $1 billion, but he's still the entertainment. The players on the field, they still the entertainment, and the people sitting up in the box, in the skybox, those are the people that's getting the money, y'all. Wake up. It's like, how long y'all gonna be asleep? How long y'all gonna just let this stuff go on and on and on, and y'all follow behind somebody because they got a little money? And he can't make $1 billion liquid tomorrow. He can't walk into the bank and tell them to put $1 billion in a suitcase and walk out with it. I guarantee it. He ain't got the liquidity to make $1 billion. That's because of the assets that he holds. And where are those assets at? He's in bed with other people. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't get caught up in the hype. We always caught up in the hype, the entertainment, the money, the this, that, and the other thing. The muse. I made a post about that. Go look on my channel and look up the thing about the muse, which is the root word of music, right? That's how they get us every time. That's how they constantly get us. They always getting us because of the fact that we are always caught up in the muse and we're not caught up in the real business. And Jay-Z, y'all, he is a performer. He's not, everybody there talk about how much of no, he's a front man. He is a Pied Piper. He is somebody that they put out in front so that you will go and you'll buy clothes, you'll buy the music, you'll buy this, that, and the other thing. That's all it is. And they got to pay him his cut. But believe me, if they gave him $1 billion, then they made $100 billion. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all about the NFL. If they pay a player in the NFL $10 million, then they making $100 million. Do you know they making, are you going to pay somebody, the same thing? I told y'all, and this is back in the day, I told y'all, even when the whole Michael Vick thing went down about the dog fighting and all that kind of stuff, when the owner of the Atlanta Falcons said, I don't know if Michael Vick works for me or if I work for Michael Vick. I knew they was going to get him. See, you don't realize when it comes down to try to get these things changed and to affect change, you can't lay down in the bed with them. That ain't how you get it. That's not how you get it. And now that Jay-Z did that, guess what? They don't care. They do not care about black dollars anymore. You know why? Because y'all gonna go. Even when the boycott was going on, y'all was still going. Their numbers were way down, and they could, they had to settle for at the Super Bowl. They had to settle for Jermaine Dupri. I guess that's like A-list. They couldn't get no A-list performers. Do you understand that? So now they got A-list performers. What's going to prevent them from doing whatever they want to do? And they already, come on, listen. What's going to prevent them from doing the same thing again and again and again? Nothing. Nothing is going to prevent them, because now they basically, in effect, have said, look, I put y'all in y'all place. Y'all do what we say. And if you don't do what we say, then we will tear you apart and we'll destroy you. Cap is not playing in the NFL right now. And look, I trust and believe that there's collusion in the NFL. And guess what? The other thing is that there's a bunch of people that got quarterback positions in the NFL that ain't even half as good as Colin Kaepernick. And they out there playing football every Sunday, and they ain't even nowhere near as good as Colin Kaepernick. All right. So you know there's collusion. Look, they take wife beaters, drug addicts, all kinds of people. This right here, this is about principles. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's about the principle of the thing. You know, it's the principle of the thing. And Jay-Z has shown that he doesn't have any principles. He doesn't have any morals. He doesn't have any standards. He doesn't. His only standard is, if you pay me enough money, I'll sell out everybody. I'll do it. Yeah, master, I'll do it. If you pay me enough money, I'll go out there and I'll do it. And the same thing is true. Look, with all the, and y'all know, we've been saying the same thing. Look, ever since C. Dolores Tucker, we've been saying the same thing about the music. I work for two people in the radio industry, you know, two owners in the radio industry that said in good conscience they could no longer play gangster rap music because of the message that it was sending out and the stuff that they're saying in the records. You know, bitches and hoes, for real. That's what it's all about now. You know, and all of this stuff is being perpetuated by the people that we admire and we look up to and we love. I mean, come on, y'all. Y'all got to wake up eventually at some point. When is it not worth the money? You know, look at how right now, how our women are over-sexualized and demoralized as opposed to the way women who are Caucasians are shown and depicted in the media. The same thing. It's the same thing. So this, you know, so whenever we in a battle and in a fight, if we don't all stick together, I mean, we always gonna lose. We a loser. We gonna lose every single time. Every single time. And like I said, we see that with pretty much everything that goes on. There's always going to be one person or a couple of people with higher stature who are going to go along with master and what he says. And it happens all the time. It happens all the time. And this is no different. And because he got money, or because he, you know, y'all like him, and because he's famous and all that, why you think they chose him? Why do you think they chose him? You know, Jermaine Dupri, who did the halftime show at the last Super Bowl, he wasn't a mobilizing force or a polarization force. He wasn't. Nobody cared what happened. But now all of a sudden, you got all these people, you know, like I said, I got people coming at me talking about the virtues of Jay-Z. Jay-Z is not virtuous to me. I'm sorry. He just not. You know, and I'm not saying the brother might not change his life, but money don't mean nothing. Everybody got to meet their maker one day. You know, it don't mean nothing to me. It ain't mine, you know, but the bottom line is I can go to sleep at night and I can basically be able to know that I haven't done wrong to anybody else. And I'm sorry, but now I don't believe that he can do that. I just don't, you know. How does he feel? You know, I don't think that he consulted with anybody, talked to anybody. You know, it's like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. So I hope he spends his money good. I hope he enjoys his money. You know, I hope he has a good time with it. You know, I really do. I really, really do. Anyway, that's it. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, even if you don't like what I say, even if you can hate what I say. But, you know, I would like for people to hear these different opinions, because that's what it's all about. People need to have different opinions. Anyway, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see y'all the next time. Bye.